Essaye. Oh.
Before we even get into it, the reason why I wanted to watch this video was because the atrocious tackles right at the start of this video, like old football was another level, man. It was like a war.
Yeah, man. Well, like young Haaland points it out.
He's like, that's a red. Yeah.
You do many tackles, Dad, that are red cards. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I never seen this before.
You can't show that in replay.
So Dad, we're gonna see a little bit of old footage when you play.
It's in black and white, just remember. It's about 20 kilos lighter. You remember those players? Apart from me?
I remember where.
Oops.
Yeah, who could forget Wire? Like,
Supporter.
Yeah, absolute legend of the game, man.
Wembley.
Played for City, multiple Ballon d'Or winners.
First time for City. Obviously, it's a long time ago, but
of course.
just after me, George Weah came, and he was a Ballon d'Or winner. He was a fantastic player. I'm not sure if you remember.
Finish.
He was fast and really good.
But obviously, I dreamt about.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Wire? Like, just while we're here, while I'm adjusting these audio levels.
Actually, a similar player to Erling Haaland. Powerful, strong, fast, has the finish anywhere you like. Can beat a man. You know, everything I've seen of it. I mean, obviously a bit before my years, but this guy is, you know, Ballon d'Or winner for a reason.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, okay.
Playing with Paul Dickov also, so he was there, and he was a legendary player from when they got promoted. So he's a big part of history. You met him today.
Do you know much about this guy?
He's a good fan.
Paul Dickov. He's. I'm trying to think of who I could even compare him to now. He's not like a world class player. Like City, you got to remember at this point, City have just come from going up from they've won the Championship to the Premier League inside
totally.
3 seasons. And Paul Dickov was part of at least one of those promotions.
I see. So what is he kind of like a Solskjaer for City, or?
Probably not even that good. He's a club legend in the same like maybe the best way I can compare him is Divock Origi. Sort of, you know, not the most talented player in the league and possibly not even in the squad, but scored goals and did things for a team who will always remember that and will always remember him.
Okay, all right.
Fella. There we go. Oh, get down. First of many yellow cards.
Yellow card.
See, that was quick against Leeds. Oi. I had some battles with Decor. You see?
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
What on earth is that?
That's a red card.
It would be a red card now.
Yeah.
That's also red. Oh.
Jesus.
Di Canio.
He was quick up though. Fair to him.
What do you reckon? Di Canio probably deserves it?
Why?
I don't think so. I've seen some pretty bad things from him.
I've seen some beautiful things from him though. The one of my favourite Di Canio videos is, you know, there's a player injured from the other team, and he's in a good scoring position. The cross comes over, and he just catches the ball and like steals it away. He's like, no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I know what you mean. Yeah, he stops the game. He catches the ball. I know what you mean. That's actually a very nice clip. Very.
But he's also a nasty little prick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've also seen him like full on sit down on the pitch during a game and like basically whinge.
Is it when he wanted to be? He was like demanding to be subbed or something, and
I'm not sure, but you can hear the West Ham fans singing Paulo Di Canio, Paulo Di Canio, and he's sitting on the floor whining during a game.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
That was against Savage. I had some battles with him. It was funny though.
Not a. Oh! Red.
Luckily for me, there was no VAR or.
When I see these tackles, I think my career would end if you would tackle me all the time like this. I think I have a bit of a punch, same punch as we see here when he is, don't care about anything, just go directly on it. I think this is a little bit I maybe have from him. Not the height, but I think the mentality and the kind of hard working. I think this is something I have from him.
So it didn't really include them asking the question, but I assume they asked him like, "What do you think what like abilities did you take from your father?"
Yeah, I would assume so.
Because I wouldn't.
Maybe there wasn't a question at all, but yeah, I would assume roughly enough that.
Yeah, because it's quite interesting that they're not. Well, his father was like what, a defensive midfielder or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then Haaland's obviously just an out and out striker, like, and he has been his whole career. So it's quite even when you do see, sons of players play and things like that. A lot of the time they do end up playing the same position because, of course, their genetics gives them a particular body type and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's it's interesting to see someone like Haaland be like a world-class striker, and then his dad was
completely different. Yeah, completely different position. When you look at the Maldinis, all three defenders.
Yeah, exactly. That's normally what you see, or even like Schmeichel, like Peter Schmeichel, and then Kasper Schmeichel, both goalkeepers.
Yeah, funny that.
Yeah. So maybe it was also. I mean, back then, maybe if Haaland had started playing football back in his dad's day, maybe they would have just looked at him and gone, "Oh, you're a centre back, like the size of you."
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but when you're playing schoolyard football or schoolboy football, everyone sort of gets to go up front, and then whoever can turn it on.
But yeah, and Erling banged 50 goals, and they're like, okay, you're a striker.
From left back.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward if you can see some goals that you scored. So I see the goals.
Some misses. Look at this. That's Bea for me. His first goal, City.
Is that own goal?
No. Was that an own goal?
You can see.
I think it was.
Yeah.
No VAR, so I got the goal.
That's a good goal.
That's all right.
That's good. That one's good.
Definitely finishes like a defensive midfielder.
Much better.
Oof.
See the bumpy pitches. That's the only reason why I didn't score.
He is right. Look at the state of them.
Oh, I know. It's absolutely like you look at some of these old pitches. This wasn't even that long ago, and
like 20 years ago.
Yeah, and the pitches are just absolute nightmares, and they don't have the same kind of grass technology like they do now.
No.
What was that? How do you not score?
That's a big one.
You can't show that in replay.
Oh my god.
Pitches. I only took one free kick in my life. So go.
Look, if you're only going to take one free kick and that's it, then
I say though, he didn't take the free kick.
Well, yeah, it's a set play though, you know what he's saying.
Yeah, okay, fine. I do understand, but at the same time, like dead ball free kick is what I'm talking about. He scored from the set play. He was part of it. You know, it takes a certain football brain, a certain traditional sense and stuff like that. But I'm not giving. I'm taking away his moment there. Sorry, Alfie.
Hit the target and you can score.
Stun it. Yeah, really. amazing wise words there.
I have to say I'm a better finisher. I have to say this. But no, I mean, to be a kind of defender midfielder, it was not bad. I've seen some nice goals from you. There was some nice misses as well. I have to say,
I was a better defender than scoring goals, I must say. But I still have 18 Premier League, so I'm quite happy.
Respectable.
Yeah, more goals
Before
than
you
me.
have 18, you can't say anything.
Cannot say anything.
Actually, pretty respectable considering not all of it was in the Premier League. Well, he didn't. Not his whole career was in the Premier League. It was only.
Yeah, I mean, look. If you say, "Oh, you know, this guy was a Premier League footballer and he scored one goal in the Premier League," that's amazing. Fine.
Yeah. So
to score 18 from midfield over your career, not so bad.
And also saying, like, I mean, he was there for the promotion stuff. Like, he wasn't. City wasn't in the Premier League the entire time he was there.
I think they were. I think he signed them when they became a Premier League team.
Ah, okay, my mistake. But I like this comment too. He says, like, well, until you score 18, you can't say anything.
Yeah.
I remember
So in February he'll be saying it.
Yeah.
Really important for us, and we won that game and I scored the goal, and it was a lot of emotions, and it's a fantastic crowd in here in City, so it was really nice, and it was a lot of emotions, and so you can be looking forward to scoring the first goal. It's a nice experience. So this was a game against Leicester away.
This is funny.
And I thought the game was over, so I gave the shirt to the crowd. But we had to get the shirt back. He was only going to book one job. I thought the game was over. Oh.
So then he put his shirt back on. That's so funny.
That's brilliant as well. Like, imagine if he was booked for that. That'd be a national disgrace.
There's like, it reminds me of today. I was like waiting to cross the road, and then like.
And you took your shirt off.
No. Well, like the sound came, and I just like started walking across the road, and I realized it was actually the other, the other one that was supposed to cross, and I like walked right out of the middle of the road. So I was like, oh shit! Quickly like ran back.
Full commit.
This was we went to London and we went to see West Ham City, and they spotted me in the buying a beer half time. So I was just a supporter of the day, and they lifted me up in a half time, and they stayed there for about 20 minutes. So they missed 20 minutes of the second half. Good away support from the city supporters, and it was fun to be there.
I've heard some rumors about a story about the away fans in the petrol.
Yeah, I think we'd
This is a great story. Like, this really makes you realize how dangerous it can be. Maybe was and still kind of is to be a footballer in the away team. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And when you're an away supporter, from what I understand, just to get in, it's basically police escort the entire way. No matter where you play.
And now it's, if you're a player, it's like police, then the coach, then more police.
Yeah.
We'd obviously lost the game, and then I spotted some City fans at the petrol station, and I was terrified because we had a bad game, and I was a little bit scared that it was gonna kick me or beat me up or something like that. So I went in, and when I paid, I said, pay for this little.
Well, even the fact that it sounds like he's driving himself home from the away game. It's not like team bus or anything like it is now.
Yeah, I think that's unusual because I'm not. There definitely would have been a team bus, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but who knows?
Minibus. He was going home, Also, just to be nice to them. I'm not sure it was 30 pounds or 40 pounds worth of diesel for them. They didn't realize before, obviously, I had gone, and there was live on this radio program afterward, and they went wild. They forgot about the game, and they just told how nice person I was, and so I came away from that with first with I didn't get beat up, and they thought I was a nice person also. So that was the story. I didn't play at this beautiful new ground. I played at the old main road, and it was.
Yeah, definitely a good way to avoid getting beaten up by British people. Is pay for his shit.
Petrol.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It was a sellout every game, and the fans are really passionate about the team, and so just it's very good atmosphere in most of the English grounds, but when you play for these fans, it's a little bit special. So it was a really nice experience.
I've been to many City games, and I know how it is, and I'm looking forward to it. To get to know them and to celebrate with them and in front of them. So looking forward to it.
After this video too, it was bizarre to me that anybody in the world thought that Erling Haaland would play at like Manchester United.
Yeah,
this video makes it so clear, 0% chance.
Like it's extremely I don't know, short-sighted. Like, imagine texting from your phone on Twitter, like anything like that, when you can, like, Wikipedia that his dad played for City. He grew up actually supporting City, going to watch City play. He was born in Manchester. I'm not sure he would have gone there had Man City not been, a big money club, but that's fine. There's. I think that had they not been, maybe that Manchester United link would be more likely, but it just doesn't really add up.
Yeah, the only reason would be because Ollie was there at Mulder when he came through, but that's not enough, and then Ollie was axed anyway, so
yeah.
I have a small gift for you.
But he doesn't play for City.
Quality joke. That is an amazing joke.
Son doesn't play for City.
Thank you. That's nice. Nice, dad and son.
You gave me a dad jersey, and then
you give it back. Thank you very much.
Give back a son.
It's beautiful, actually. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Very wholesome video. That made me like Erling Haaland even more.
My last one was, I wanted to say that I couldn't stop looking at Alfie Haaland's head. Like,
how similar it
his
is.
neck. His neck is the same size as his head, and it just gives it this like
no chin.
Like, it looks, well, he's even got a chin, but his neck is the same width as his head, and it just looks like his neck just sort of continues up, and then you've got Erling Haaland's face on it.
Yeah.
Like some sort of Norwegian tree.